Did you talk with anyone at Kasowitz, Benson, and Torres?
You asked me that. I need to know who works there.
I think you can answer the question without me giving you a list of all employees of that law firm.
Well, actually, I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't know who works there.
So rowdy last week at hearings up at Capitol Hill.
He knows who InfoWars is. Playing this joke over here. That's why the deplatforming didn't work.
But here's the question. Here's a question.
Hey, don't touch me again, man. I'm asking you not to touch me.
Well, sure, I just patted you nicely.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't know.
You want me to get arrested?
I don't know who you are.
It's not just going to take my First Amendment.
Man.
It's not just enough to take my First Amendment. Go back to your bathhouse.
Not only were there two separate meetings on social media, there was Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearing for the Supreme Court that devolved into utter chaos. Now, as entertaining as Alex Jones harassing Marco Rubio is, I like to talk about Kavanaugh's hearing because I think it's more telling of the left's broader strategy to stop the right. Day one of Kavanaugh's confirmation saw constant interruptions from protesters and Democratic congressmen alike. Everyone from everyone's favorite Sharia feminist Linda Sarsour to everyone's favorite grandstanding senator running for president in 2020, Kamala Harris, showed up to interrupt and disrupt what would normally be a rather mundane hearing for the next Supreme Court justice.
On the nomination of
Mr.
Judge
Chairman.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Mr. Chairman.
You're rightly proud
Mr. Chairman,
of
if we cannot be recognized, I move to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman,
Their
I
extended
agree with my
family and
colleague,
friends.
Senator Harris. Mr. Chairman.
From Judge Kavanaugh later this afternoon.
Less than 15 hours ago,
Mr. Chairman, regular order.
42,000 pages of documents that we have not had an opportunity to review.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Now, as a result of this, not only did a lot of protesters go to jail, there were some things that happened after the hearing that spawned some desperate narrative spinning from the media. Everything from Kavanaugh stiffing a Parkland survivor's father in a handshake, showing how much he hated children who were killed by guns, to the left resurrecting everyone's favorite white power dog whistle, the OK sign, as spotted by one of Kavanaugh's former clerks in the background. Just an amazing circus, not only during but after the fact. Though the most underreported thing that happened at the Kavanaugh meeting was the discovery of proof of a protester being paid, and the organizers not even denying it, saying she confirmed handing out cash, but said they intended cash to be used to pay fines they know come when protesters break the law. So that's an interesting fact that no one's really talking about. And another layer on the conspiracy cake, the man pictured in the first still is connected to the Center for Popular Democracy, which is connected to George Soros funding. So that's good. All those people out there talking about Soros protesters have a little bit more fuel for their fire. Day 2, unfortunately, wasn't as eventful. More protesters disrupted, more protesters arrested. Apparently more than one every minute during the second day. Again, no questions were asked, nothing got done. Just a lot more of this. So with that said, let's go ahead and skip ahead to the third day. So we'll talk about day 3 here finally. There was testimony on Friday, but it didn't involve the theatrics, and I don't believe Kavanaugh was present. It was testimony in his favor. So we'll talk about day 3. This was Thursday. This was the most fun because we actually got to hear some questions, and boy, did the Democrats outdo themselves. First, there was Kamala Harris's line of questioning that went absolutely nowhere.
Have you discussed Mueller or his investigation with anyone at Kasowitz, Benson, and Torres, the law firm founded by Mark Kasowitz, President Trump's personal lawyer? Which is the law firm founded by Mark Kasowitz,
Yeah.
who is President Trump's personal lawyer. Kasowitz, Benson, and
Yeah.
Torres.
Well, is there a person you're talking?
Who'd you talk to?
I don't think I'm not remembering.
You have an impeccable memory.
Now, obviously, she was really trying to get him to admit to talking to a lawyer that may have been attached to the firm and imply some kind of colluding to get Trump off the hook there. And Kavanaugh didn't bite. She looked like a car wreck. But she was not able to top the grandstanding of Cory Booker, the D- student in drama class.
I'm going to release the email about racial profiling. And I understand that the penalty comes with potential ousting from the Senate. And if Senator Cornyn believes that I violated Senate rules, I openly invite and accept the consequences of my team releasing that email right now. This is about the closest I'll probably ever have in my life to an I am Spartacus moment.
Yeah, so not only was this an epically bad acting performance, but it was grandstanding on not only one but two levels. Not only was it no Spartacus moment, because it would actually imply that there was some risk to his job, but as it turns out, the confidential emails Cory Booker was releasing had been signed off the night before. So he was, in fact, not releasing anything in violation of any rules. So much for the I am Spartacus moment. But beyond that, he released the emails to, as he claimed, show Kavanaugh's stance on race. The emails actually revealed that Kavanaugh was opposed to racial profiling shortly after the terrorist attacks on 9/11. The people who favor some use of racial national origin obviously do not need to grapple with the interim question, but the people such as you and I, who generally favor effective security measures that are race neutral, in fact do need to grapple. Implying he's against racial profiling and wanted a race neutral security system. And theatrics aside, the hearings did not amount to much. The Democrats tried to get in jabs when they actually were able to ask questions. The protesters essentially wasted 2 days worth of everybody's time. And Brett Kavanaugh is going to get confirmed anyway because the Republicans have the numbers. But it really shows you what length the left is willing to go to disrupt actual legitimate processes to achieve their ends. It's funny to watch, but it's reflective of a very corrupt political machine, especially when you know those protesters were there getting money from political action committees to do what they were doing. But man, was it funny to watch. We are the Republic's walls. Come and take it.